markets because the market skepticism about what happens. This is
we're very happy to see that Europe is growing. There is widespread growth, not extraordinarily rapid growth, but still solid and sustainable. This is good, and this is throughout most of Europe. Of course, there are problems that we all know of in the periphery, in some of the periphery countries, but both in Western Europe and in Eastern Europe there is good news. And this is, of course, most welcome, given that we're coming out of one of the most difficult crises of the past.
Putting programs in place as they should, they're getting better access to the European funding as well. So on the interest rate front, may create than we were a year ago. A year ago, the situation was far more difficult than it is today, and that's what creates a great deal of confidence.
Some are doing better than others, undoubtedly. We are more pleased with what we see happening in Northern Europe, slightly less pleased with a slower growth, for example, in Italy. But overall, the core countries are doing rather well. A solid recovery, which is sustainable. It's based on competitiveness. It's export-driven. It's now also being maintained through consumer spending and so forth. All the ingredients of sustainable growth are in place, which I think is a very good story.
You also asked about the imbalances procedure.
Then the 50 billion.
Well, the Greek government has an agency called KET, which...
We are facing also an inadequacy of the institutional framework across Europe, in particular in the banking sector. It would be good if we could move more rapidly towards the European approach to financial regulation in Europe and to bank resolution in Europe. That is, of course, a step that everybody would support, I can imagine, but it's taking time to put in place, and that's another element of concern.
Secondly, following on the point about capital flows and your assessment now of the causes of the crisis, and particularly in the periphery countries, following on the point about capital flows and your assessment now of the causes of the crisis, and particularly in the periphery countries,